From the very first moment your person laid eyes on you, something stirred deeply within them. They may not have said anything, and perhaps they acted indifferent, cautious, or even aloof. But inside, they felt a connection, a powerful, inexplicable pull toward you that they couldn't ignore. In the beginning, this intensity may have felt one-sided. You might not have felt the same depth or urgency they did, or perhaps you simply weren't ready to acknowledge it. Maybe you were just friends then, or only starting to get to know each other. Still, even if the connection wasn't obvious on the surface, it was there, quietly growing in the background. As time went on, your person continued to carry these feelings. They may have buried them or convinced themselves that they needed to wait. Maybe they felt it wasn't the right moment, or perhaps circumstances kept you apart, distance, timing, other relationships, or even emotional immaturity. But through it all, their feelings never faded. In fact, they deepened. And now, as life brings you both to a place of greater self-awareness and emotional readiness, the truth is starting to surface. When communication does happen again, when you're both open and willing, you will come to understand just how profoundly they have felt for you all along. Their love wasn't fleeting or shallow. It was real. It was enduring. And it never truly went away. Your person knows, with absolute certainty, that it has always been you. And somewhere inside, you know it too. There's a mutual recognition that goes beyond words, beyond time. Despite everything that has happened, despite distance, silence, confusion, they have never wanted to forget you. In fact, they've never even tried. Instead, they've held on to your memory, your presence, your essence, even when you weren't physically in their life. Recently, there's been a shift in their heart, a kind of joy bubbling to the surface. This quiet happiness, rooted in thoughts of you, is starting to push them toward honesty. They feel compelled now, more than ever, to express what they once held back. And yet, this clarity is accompanied by pain. Your person is tormented by a mix of longing, regret, and emotional burden. They are starting to truly grasp just how much they miss you, and how deeply their actions, or lack thereof, may have hurt you. They're beginning to realize that the choices they made in the past, especially the advice they took from others, only created more distance between you. Maybe well-meaning friends or family told them to walk away, to play it cool, to protect their heart. But in doing so, they disconnected from someone they genuinely loved, you. That guidance, in hindsight, only caused stagnation and miscommunication. It led to misunderstandings and perhaps even resentment, when all they ever wanted was closeness. Now, they are feeling the full weight of your silence. Whether you have blocked them or they were the one who disappeared, there is a sense of finality that terrifies them. The realization that they no longer have access to you, your voice, your thoughts, your energy, is hitting them harder than they expected. It's not just that you're silent, it's that they feel you slipping away, as if they may have lost their chance altogether. That thought is breaking their heart. They're reflecting deeply on everything that has transpired, playing back moments in their mind and wishing they had handled things differently. More than anything, they regret not explaining their situation when they had the chance. There may have been personal struggles, life challenges, or emotional wounds they didn't know how to talk about at the time. Instead of opening up, they chose avoidance. Instead of communicating, they pulled away. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe they blocked you out of fear, confusion, or a misguided sense of protection. Whatever the reason, they now see how those choices only brought more pain, not just to you, but to themselves as well. Right now, they are caught in a storm of reflection and yearning. They think about what could have been. They imagine the life you might have built together. They wonder what would have happened if they had been brave enough to speak from the heart, to be vulnerable, to trust the bond they felt with you from the very beginning. And though they can't change the past, they are beginning to understand its lessons. Their heart is heavy with truth, finally surfacing after years of silence and denial. If the chance ever comes again, if the door opens even a little, they are ready to walk through it with honesty, humility, and love. They are ready to tell you everything they couldn't say before. Because now they know, it was always you. It still is. And they can no longer pretend otherwise. I just need you to know, truly know, how much I admire you. It's not just a passing feeling or a moment of appreciation, it's something deeper, something rooted in the core of who you are and how you live your life. You are, without a doubt, one of the most inspiring people I've ever known. Watching you navigate everything you've been going through, especially during this difficult chapter, has opened my eyes to your strength, your grace, and your unshakable spirit. And it's made me reflect a lot on my own actions, on the ways I may have contributed to your pain, and on the regrets I carry for the things I've said or done that I wish I could take back. I know that I've put you through a lot. There have been moments when I let my own fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotions create spaces of sadness between us. I wasn't always the person you deserved. I can admit that now with honesty and humility. But what leaves me speechless, what leaves me in awe of you every single day, is the fact that through everything, through every mistake I made, through every difficult emotion we both had to sit with, you stayed. Not out of obligation, but out of love. You remained grounded in this powerful, unconditional love that you carry within yourself, and I still don't know how you managed to do that. You are beautiful. Not just in the way the world often defines beauty, but in the way your soul radiates light, compassion, and resilience. It's like no matter what I've done or what challenges we've faced, you continue to love yourself, to grow, and to extend love to the people around you. You live from a place of authenticity and healing. And you have no idea how much that impacts me. You might think it's just who you are, just how you've always been, but to me, it's extraordinary. Your self-love, your commitment to taking care of yourself, and the way you move through life with such intention and kindness, it's inspiring. It makes me want to rise to meet you where you are. It makes me want to become better, to love more deeply, and to live more fully. Your energy, your light, it's contagious. The truth is, you get me caught up in my feelings. That's not something I'm used to admitting. I'm someone who has always been guarded, someone who struggles to express what's really going on inside. Love and vulnerability haven't always felt safe for me. I've spent a lot of time building walls, convincing myself that I was better off behind them. But then you came along. And with you, it's different. With you, those walls begin to crumble. I feel things I didn't think I was capable of feeling anymore. I find myself wanting to open up, wanting to be seen, even if it's messy, even if it's hard. I miss you more than I can put into words. I miss your presence, your voice, your warmth. I miss the safety I feel when I'm close to you, when your arms are around me and everything else fades away. And I know this hasn't been easy for you. I know you've been trying to free yourself, to break out of the cycles we've found ourselves trapped in, to heal and to grow in ways that aren't always easy. I see that. I honor it. And I want you to know that I've been trying too. I've been doing the work, reflecting on my patterns, trying to shift the parts of me that have held us back. Because I want to meet you in a new place, a place where love isn't heavy or hard, but healing and real. There's something about your love for life that pulls me towards you over and over again. Your passion, your light, your refusal to give up on joy even in the face of struggle, it stirs something in me. It wakes me up. It reminds me of the kind of person I want to be, I'm not used to feeling this deeply, and at times, it's terrifying. But more than anything, it's beautiful. You've opened my heart in ways I didn't think were possible, and I'm grateful for that. More than you'll ever know. I want to come toward you in all the right ways. I want to show up for you, not just in words, but in actions. I want to be someone who contributes to your peace, your growth, your happiness. I want to be a safe space for you, just as you've been for me. And I know that won't happen overnight, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to keep learning, to keep growing, and to keep showing up, because you're worth that. You always have been. During this period of silence, your partner has undergone a deep and meaningful transformation in how they view your relationship. The distance has allowed them to reflect, away from the distractions and noise of everyday life. While it may have seemed like they were simply pulling away or detaching, the truth is that this space gave them clarity. In this quiet phase, they've started to truly understand the depth and value of the bond you once shared, and still share. For the first time in a long time, they've begun to see the relationship for what it really is, beyond illusions, fears, and external influences. Amid the stillness, your partner has become increasingly introspective. They have been obsessively thinking about you, unable to shake your presence from their mind. You live in their thoughts, not as a fleeting memory, but as someone whose absence has left a noticeable void. They are constantly revisiting past conversations, moments of laughter, and even the disagreements, realizing how every interaction, whether good or difficult, helped shape the emotional intimacy you once had. And in the midst of all this, one thing remains clear to them: they are not ready to let you go. Though they may not have expressed it yet, they are staying hopeful, optimistic, even about rebuilding what was lost. Despite any challenges you've both faced, they continue to believe in the potential of this relationship. Their heart hasn't given up, even if silence has temporarily taken the place of words. They are envisioning a life with you, one that feels grounded, peaceful, and emotionally fulfilling. The idea of a happy, stable family life with you is not just a dream for them, it's a sincere desire. The more time they spend apart from you, the more they realize how much you mean to them. Being without you has become harder than they anticipated, and the emotional weight of your absence grows heavier each day. You are not just someone they love, you are someone they see in their future. You are their ultimate happiness, their safe place, and the person who brings them emotional peace. You fulfill a part of their soul that no one else can reach. It's not just about companionship, it's about deep emotional resonance. You understand them in ways no one else does, even in moments of pain, struggle, or silence. Your presence has always been a source of strength for them, and even when you've had your own battles to fight, you still manage to hold space for them. They see you now more clearly than ever, as bold, confident, and incredibly strong. You are someone who doesn't just survive difficult moments but transforms through them. They also know that you've changed. You've grown. You've evolved emotionally, and they can feel that shift in energy. They are fully aware that you've reached a point where you're no longer willing to fight for a one-sided relationship. You've taken your power back. Your emotions are now under control, and you are no longer led by impulse or vulnerability. You are no longer chasing validation or trying to prove your worth. You know what you bring to the table, and you refuse to settle for anything less than what you deserve. Ironically, this very change in you, the quiet strength, the self-respect, the emotional maturity, is what is drawing them even closer. It's making them want you more than ever. They see that you are no longer driven by desperation or emotional chaos. Instead, you have become grounded, self-aware, and intentional about your life and the people you allow into it. This evolution is not lost on them. In fact, it's one of the most attractive things about you right now. Your partner is beginning to understand that love isn't just about grand gestures or constant communication. It's about presence, respect, and mutual understanding, even in the silences. And it's in this silence that they've come to appreciate everything you were, everything you are, and everything you could still be together. While they may still be navigating their own inner fears or emotional wounds, they are slowly finding the courage to reach out. They want to close the distance, not just physically but emotionally and spiritually as well. They are starting to realize that if they truly want you in their life, they'll need to meet you at your level, with honesty, vulnerability, and emotional accountability. Because someone like you doesn't come around often. You are rare, and they finally see that now. They are beginning to understand that the love they're looking for has been in front of them all along, in you. And while the future is unwritten, one thing is clear: they see you in it. Not as a memory, not as a regret, but as a lasting presence. You are, in every sense, their wish fulfillment, and they are beginning to understand what it takes to hold on to something so precious.